It's a mindset.
You got to know your type of athletes.
Agree.
The harvest is plentiful. The workers are few.
A contender, but I think it really, really gives you an upside.
You call me an OG.
The game is not over.
Right? So every day it's important that we are intentional about making a positive difference because it changes the world in a better way.
Once the expectation becomes the demand, you're golden.
Man, look, we on the screen. We on the screen already. We wasn't even supposed to be on the screen yet. Listen, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm Coach P, joined as always by the WNBA Tay. We're recording this on July 14th, 11 days out from the All-Star game in Chicago, Chi-Town. Once upon a time, they called it Chirac. And we've been waiting to record this episode because the league has given us everything. The all-star roster is set. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. What else has been going on in the WNBA? Standings have shifted. Okay. Olivia Miles did something that has never been done in WNBA history. We've got a full slate. Tay, is you ready?
I'm ready.
Tay says she's ready. So you know what that means? We're going to start with tea time. You ready, Tay? Let me flip us.
I'm ready. Let's see. Let's
you need some suggestions? Hold on. I got a list of things on the tea menu.
Hold on. Hold on. Listen. The first thing that I wanted to address is the first thing I wanted to address is, and this, I don't know if this constitutes as tea. I say this every week, but the ESPN is launching a WNBA series titled Life in the W. And as far as I saw from the preview, it'll be starring Asia Wilson, Dewana Bonner, and Nafisa Collier. So I was really excited about that. I'm excited to see if this docu-series gets a little spicy. You know, I want them to spill some tea, some real tea. So there's that. Who's on my shirt?
Skylar.
Who's on my shirt?
Hey.
Yeah. So going back, let's talk about my girl, my favorite. Listen, Skylar said on social media via Instagram, so I'm coming off the bench. Oh, okay. I've been real quiet and hasn't played since. Now, I have never necessarily known her to sit down except when she had an ACL injury. I honestly cannot remember a time when Skylar has been injured for more than a game. Again, besides her pregnancy and her ACL injury. So she's missed, I want to say 3 games. She's missing again her next game. There's no timetable for her return via Coach Tyler Marsh. So it's giving Skylar's boycotting. I do agree that she's injured. She did make the comment that she's been putting her body on the line for her team. She is over 30, which is up in age as a professional athlete. So I do believe there's an injury there. Do I think she's milking it and boycotting? Absolutely.
Listen.
What?
So let me say this. So women, it seems, no data to back this up, but it seems like women are able to play longer than men are, right? So even though she's in her 30s, you know, let me stop right here because I already said last time that I'm scared of Skylar Diggins. So I don't want Skylar Diggins coming in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And I did ask on the last episode. Is she done? Little did we know that she might be done. She just might be done. Right? For Chicago. Listen, WNBA.
No, she's done. All right. She's done with the Sky organization.
Done. Like, basically, she told the Sky organization, your mama. Skylar, are you playing today? Is your mama playing today? Skylar, how's your injury? How's your mama's injury?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So that was tea time. Segment 2. Let's go to segment 2. Washington Watch. The babies, listen. The Mystics are 11-10. If the playoffs started today, they would be in the playoffs. Absolutely crazy.
It's decent.
Yeah. Sonia Citron, Kiki Iriafen, all stars for the second straight year. They were announced as reserves. All right. Yeah. So maybe the front office in Washington is on to something. Now they are 11-10, third-rated defense in the league, but offensively, not very good offensively. Okay. Is their defensive identity? You think that's going to be enough for them to stay in the playoff race?
Their defensive identity?
Yeah, third-rated defense. Yeah, in the league.
Nah, we need buckets, and they have some certified. They have some bucket getters. I don't know. Honestly, I think that they definitely have some bucket getters as well as other teams. But I have seen that a pattern with some of the other successful or more successful teams who are higher in the rankings that their defense sucks. So, I mean, the objective of the game is to outscore your opponent. They have some bucket getters. If their defensive rating is that good, maybe they will be able to make more noise than I expect them to.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the question that I would ask. Sonia Citron is certified. She's certified bucket getter, right? So is the combination of the third-ranked defensive efficiency with a certified bucket getter, right? With another all-star in Kiki Iriafen. Then you also have Shakira Austin, Michaela Onyenwere is averaging double figures as well. Is it enough? You know, third-ranked defense with a certified bucket getter. Can that get them in the playoffs? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay. I probably should take this tea time with Tay off the screen because we're not in tea time.
Probably because this is no longer tea.
This is no longer tea time. So let's see what else we got. Yeah, that's it. So 11-10. We're gonna see if we can get these babies into the playoffs. Let's see if we can get these babies in the playoffs. Okay, Tay, all-star update. You ready? So the roster is set. The roster is set. So starters, Paige Buchers, Caitlin, my neck and my back, Clark, Olivia, MVP Miles, Kelsey, the best player on the Fever roster, Mitchell, Asia, the GOAT, Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Natasha Howard, Jessica Shepard, who is having a damn good season, Aaliyah Boston, and Gabby Williams. Those are the starters, okay? Those were announced on July 2nd. The reserves were announced a week ago. Sonia Citron, deserving. Alicia Gray, deserving. Rhyne Howard. Hold on. I want to talk about some stats real quick before we announce the rest of the roster. So I came across this stat today. Players attempting the most threes per game as of July 12th. 12th? What's the 12th? 12th. All right. So Rhyne Howard shoots 9 threes a game. Like or dislike?
Dislike. Because what is her shooting percentage from the
So
three?
she is shooting 36% from 3.
So I don't know. While that's a decent percentage, I do think oftentimes when I'm watching Atlanta, I think there's a much better shot to be taken than the ones that Rhyne Howard takes. Now, Rhyne Howard is, number 1 pick, rookie of the year, right? She's all these amazing things, multiple time All-Star. So she has the right to shoot those shots. But I do think with the star power that they have on their team now, I think sometimes they're kind of, she's heat checking and trying to get herself going. And I do think sometimes that there's a better shot to be taken. So while I'm not opposed to her shooting, of course, I do think all 9 of those shots aren't for the betterment of the team.
Hot take alert. Hot take alert. I think Atlanta needs to trade.
Is that a hot take?
They need to trade. Oh. It's my hot take. They need to trade either Rhyne Howard or Alicia Gray. I don't think they coexist well.
They will never do that because they're besties. They're besties. They'll never split those two up. There's no Rhyne without Alicia and vice versa. They're besties.
It's not personal.
And it's all logistics.
It's not personal. It's business.
Nah,
okay.
Not for these women.
Who do you think takes the second most threes per game? So Rhyne Howard is number 1 with 9.1 3-point attempts per game. Who's number 2?
I need a small hint. If you give me a small hint, I could probably get this.
53-piece chicken McNugget.
That was not small.
Chicken nuggets are small.
Marina Mabry?
Marina Mabry. You want to know her 3-point
That wasn't
percentage?
a small hint. You should have said something.
What else was I going to say?
What?
She wants the smoke.
It's okay.
Okay. What do you
move on?
Marina
What's
Mabry?
Her percentage?
40%. Solid. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and most of her shots are from like range.
Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna give you the 3-point attempts per game and the percentage, and you got to guess the player. All right. 7.3 3-point attempts per game at a 33% clip. Who is it?
Kelsey Plum.
Ooh, you were close. You were close. That's Caitlin Clark.
Kelsey Mitchell.
So let me give you the numbers for your two wrong guesses. Kelsey Plum is actually 4th, right? She shoots the 4th most threes a game. She's at 6.8 threes a game, 38.3%. Kelsey Mitchell is 7th on that list. She's at 6.5 a game, and she's shooting 41% from 3-point range. Now, look, her teammate shoots more threes and shoots 7% less. Stay out of my comments. Okay? I'm just going to tell y'all right now. Stay out of my comments, because anytime I'm talking to you TikTok people, y'all might not even be real people. Y'all might be bots. Stay out of the comments. Let's do one more. You ready?
You're lagging.
No, you're lagging.
You're lagging.
You're lagging. It's you.
Okay. I'm lagging.
All right, here we go. 6.3 attempts per game, shooting 27.6% from three. Who is it?
This is tough. This is tough. I don't know. Who is it?
What player shoots a lot of threes?
If I don't get a hint, and I mean,
so what player shoots a lot of threes but shouldn't be shooting any?
Arike.
Arike is not in the top 10 for attempts per game, so she's not on this list. Who's your next guess?
Shouldn't be shooting any?
Shooting 6 a game, but probably needs to just be going to the rack.
I've got nothing.
Kalia Copper.
I've got nothing. I was gonna say that, but I'm like, there's no reason that her percentage is that low. Because she's good for a parlay.
And maybe that's why she shoots so many.
Well, maybe.
Listen, so let's, oh man, we're supposed to be talking about all-stars, but I want to touch on this just for a second. So the Indiana Fever are the only team with 2 players on this list, right? So Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell shooting a lot of threes. Just between those two, that's almost 14 threes a game. Why? When you got Aaliyah Boston.
Well, Aaliyah Boston is shooting threes now too. So there's that. There's that. Also, when you have Aaliyah Boston's getting double, triple, quadruple team, and that leaves these players with the space to be able to shoot these shots. They also get out in transition well. Kelsey Mitchell runs the floor well. She creates space extremely well. Her shot release is super quick. Why not?
Yeah. Okay, back to the all-star reserves. So Sonia Citron, Alicia Gray, Rhyne Howard, Kiki Iriafen, Jonquel Jones, Marina 53-piece Mabry, Dominique Malonga, the 20-year-old, making her first all-star, Nneka Ogwumike, her 11th, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Courtney Williams, and Jackie Young. So the dream, Atlanta, come to the front. We got to call Atlanta to the front. So no all-star starters, but they got 3 players, and Alicia Gray, Rhyne Howard, and Angel Reese. The only team in the top 7 without a starter. They were complaining and then commenced to losing 5 games in a row. How does a team with 3 all-stars not get one into the starting lineup? How about first not complaining and losing 5 in a row? How about that?
Yeah, just consistency.
I mean,
they're young. Alicia Gray being the oldest of the 3, but consistency.
Yeah, you can't start complaining in the midst of a losing streak. Like I think they had lost like 2 in a row and then proceeded to lose another 3 in a row. So Marina Mabry makes her first all-star appearance.
And we can't really say it's the fan.
Was it just the fans?
I mean, it's most of that is the fans.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you a list of names. Who do you think was the biggest snub? Brittney Sykes or Alyssa Thomas? Biggest all-star snub. Which one?
Neither, but I'll go with Alyssa Thomas for sure because I know what she brings to her team in every category, especially in terms of how hard. Like they have a few wins. They don't have any on the roster, but definitely I go with Alyssa Thomas.
Okay. I'll probably would have went with Brittney Sykes. I mean, 20. She's injured, but before the injury, 20 points a game. Alyssa Thomas is doing what Alyssa Thomas does, but it's not leading to wins this year. Not leading to wins. Okay, Tay. Who do you think is going to be the All-Star Game MVP? So guards have won 5 of the last 6. So in this game, we got Clark. If she's healthy, we're going to have Kelsey Mitchell, Paige Beckers, Olivia Miles. Who do you think is going to be the All-Star Game MVP? This year's game is in Chicago.
I'm gonna go Olivia Miles. I think she's gonna really try to have fun her year and put on a show. I'm gonna go Olivia Miles.
Okay, I agree with that. So we're gonna go. Olivia Miles is gonna be MVP, All-Star MVP, regular season MVP, and she's gonna win Rookie of the Year. We're gonna talk about that in a second. All right, Tay, you ready for these standings updates? We have actually improved a little bit. We have actually improved.
Yay!
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me see if I can actually get these things up here on the screen. You know, I can never work this thing. Share screen. Look at us. Bam.
There we go.
All right. So that was last episode. This is this episode. So Minnesota still at the top with the Aces. Look at the Golden State Vikings. I guess a Valkyrie. Is a Valkyrie the name for a female Viking?
I don't think so.
Well, let's look it up. What is a Valkyrie? Yes. In Norse mythology, a Valkyrie means chooser of the slain. These divine female warriors were sent by the god Odin to choose who lived or died in battle, escorting the most honorable fallen fighters to Odin's great hall, Valhalla.
So
this is Thor.
So a female Viking.
It's a female Viking, yeah. So
If
you watch Thor, then you've seen a Valkyrie before. Interesting.
And I've never seen Thor.
You've never seen Thor? Well, now you have a reason.
Okay.
Look at your Dallas.
Shout out to Golden State. I guess I'll apologize to Golden State next episode.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout.
I'm ready. I can't wait to hear this one. We're gonna give you the music and everything.
Okay.
Look at your Dallas
I'm not
Wings.
scared. They're not my Dallas Wings. My Houston Comets are not on the list, clearly, but the Dallas Wings are a solid basketball team, as I've been saying and will continue to say.
Listen, Do I need to give the Dallas Wings an apology?
You do. If I'm giving
I
Golden
won't.
State one, you have to give Dallas one.
Refuse. Refuse. Absolutely refuse. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I kind of weaseled my way out of it last week. You know, when I said they were pretenders because they were 3-7, now 4-7 because I think they beat the Liberty, I think. But they're still 4-7 against the top teams. But the crazy thing is they've passed up some of those teams that were ahead of them. So the Fever, the Dream, the Liberty looking like have no idea what's going on in New York. Y'all shouldn't have fired Sandy Brondello.
I was going to say maybe coaching shift is always a reason because they have the same roster, if not better. So I don't know why they'd be in 7th place.
Yeah. So I think they may be, you know, injuries, a little plagued by injuries. We talked about the Mystics in Washington Watch, and look who is creeping on a come up in the 9th spot.
Weren't they always creeping up on the come up? They're always creeping up on the come up. Just come up.
Well, I mean, so like I definitely want to talk about let me go to the standings. Let me see what they're looking like in the last 10 games.
Just come up.
5-5 in the last 10, which is
not horrible.
It ain't good either. 4-6 in the last 10. I'm sorry. 4-6. They need some. I guess the thing is, like, we knew Toronto and Portland wasn't going to be there. Phoenix is just bad. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on there, but they've lost 4 in a row. Because last episode, Phoenix was like in that 10 spot, kind of, you know, trying to come in.
Yeah.
They've fallen down to 12, loses of 4 in a row. I haven't watched them play because I don't like Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have a reason to watch them play, but just 8-17, that just sounds like nobody wants to be there.
Yeah. I don't know I honestly don't know what's going on in Phoenix. I have no observations. I don't watch Phoenix too much either because, like you said, I'm not really a fan, but I don't know with the people that they have on their roster. I'm really concerned about how they're losing so often. So maybe I need to take some notes, do a little scout.
Maybe the documentary will give us some insight.
Next.
Listen, so the Connecticut Sun, the Houston Comets are no longer in dead last. What are y'all doing? Get back to dead last. We want you. Don't be out there trying to win games. Do not be out there trying to win games. We need to win the Juju sweepstakes. Okay? Get it together. So we're still tied. We got 7 out of 9. Minnesota, that's the wrong record, but they're still there. Atlanta complains and then loses 5 in a row. Washington is still hanging in there. And Chicago is the soap opera. Chicago is the telenovela that we just need to keep watching. Yeah. I don't know what Skylar's hurt.
I don't know. I have no words for Chicago. So
yeah, we don't know what's going on.
I have 0 words for Chicago.
We didn't go back, you know, the early injury really hurt them. And then, yeah, we need a documentary. We need a documentary about this Chicago Sky season. The last 2 seasons. I actually covered 3 seasons from the time Angel Reese was drafted up to this season. That's the documentary we want. Yeah. So I can hear on the trend on social media. Is everybody preparing for their Netflix documentary?
Right.
What if Skylar Diggins makes a post?
That'd be insane because she doesn't post like that. If she makes if she follows the trend and she does that trend, the internet would actually explode. And Angel Reese reposted it, the internet would explode.
Okay. This is what we want. Make sure we clip that up right there. Make sure we clip that up because that is what we want.
Yeah.
7 out of 9. Chicago ain't going to get there. Phoenix ain't going to get there. So I don't know if either one of us can do better than 7 out of 9. So we're probably, the best we can do is 7 out of 9.
Which is pretty great.
It's not bad. You know, it's not bad. And Chicago, again, who knows what happens if Rakia Jackson doesn't get hurt. And then Phoenix, the bodies are buried in the desert.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to say about that.
Yeah.
All right. What's next? Gosh, that's a lot, man. That's a lot going on in the WNBA. That's a lot going on. What's the next segment?
Olivia Miles.
Oh,
Olivia Miles.
Yes. Before we move on, Dallas has won 5 in a row, I think. They have climbed from an exciting young team to a legitimate playoff contender. All right. Oh, I got to share my screen again. Sorry. I got to share it again. Because so I want to compare Olivia Miles' rookie season to Candace Parker's rookie season. When Candace Parker was a rookie, she won MVP. Right? Not only won MVP, but won the NBA championship as well. Right? So big dog in her rookie season. So believe it or not, I'm trying to share my screen. Actually, you probably believe it because I don't know what the hell is going on over here.
I'm like, where's the screen?
It's coming at some point. You know how when you got like 37 tabs open and you can't find none of them? That's where we are over here. All right, here we go. Okay. So here's Candace Parker in 08, right? 18.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. I don't know what the hell Claude is talking about with high efficiency. What is high efficiency, Claude? Okay. Both were all-star starters.
It must have been so high, Claude.
You know, so Candace Parker, rookie field goal percentage, 52.3%, right? So she's at 52.3, a little bit higher, both all-star starters. Now, the Sparks won the title her rookie year. So, is Olivia Miles, like, you know, is she going to be the MVP? Does she deserve it?
I personally think that she is definitely having a Candace Parker rookie year MVP season. I just think that it's hard, you know, it'll be hard for her to win the award, especially when you think about players like Napheesa Collier in the past not having won the award. I think it'll be hard for her to win over A'ja Wilson, just because obviously Asia's numbers are crazy. But I personally think the impact that Olivia Miles is having is Candace Parker-like, and it is the definition of a most valuable player. I mean, doing some of everything and leading her team to the best record in the league at this current point, when so many people, you as an example, didn't even think that they'd be there. So, I mean, it's
Shots
clear
fired?
that wasn't a stray. No, it wasn't a stray. I just genuinely think that they're going to be a competitive team no matter what, but she runs the show. she is the most valuable player on the best team currently in the league. She runs the show, and star veteran players, Kayla McBride, Nafisa Collier, Courtney Williams, Natasha Howard have all given this young lady her flowers. Star veteran coach Reeve, before we saw Olivia Miles play a basketball game, gave Olivia Miles her flowers. So
yeah,
I think she should be in MVP conversation. When we talked about this, we had some TikTok comments that were they were so confused as to why we would mention this, but I genuinely think that this is what an MVP is made of. This is the definition of MVP. Now, again, it's really hard to compete with an A'ja Wilson. But like the argument is if A'ja misses any more games, Olivia's missed a couple as well. But if A'ja Wilson misses any more games, Olivia Miles might just creep on up.
Listen, Olivia Miles is the show. So here's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
She's on pace to join Parker by becoming the 5th rookie in WNBA history to average at least 15 points and shoot 50% for a season. Okay. And she joins, listen to these names: Shamiqua Holesclaw, Tamika Catchings, Sue Bird, Maya Moore, Brittney Griner, Elena Deladon, Shoni Schimmel, that's a throwback name. I don't know if y'all remember her. Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and Paige Beckers as the only
throwback,
right, to be named WNBA starter. So listen to this. This is why she is going to win the MVP, okay? Barring something crazy happen. If she continues at this pace, she is the first player in WNBA history. The first, that means it has not happened before her, to get 400 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists in 22 games. Has never happened before. Ever.
Yeah. I think she's the truth. And I was one of the people who said, well, I understand why she wasn't the number 1 pick. And I regret that statement. I mean, she's freaking awesome. She's awesome. She's playing like she has been in the league for a decade or more, so I mean, I don't know. I think this should be a conversation that more people are having. I personally haven't seen the debate, but I think that this should be like, this is big time. I mean, she had a big time game last night with 30 plus points,
Listen,
hey,
man. And the crazy thing is, so I remember, just reading some of the comments the first time we talked about this, and people were saying, but she's not being double teamed, but
yeah,
she's not being full court pressed. But I'm like, come on, man. Do y'all hear yourselves? All right. MVP candidates. Give me your top 3. Olivia Miles, A'ja Wilson. Who's your third?
I'll go Kelsey Mitchell. I always throw Kelsey out there. I just think she's awesome. I just think she's awesome. And I think that she does what she does at such a high level every night that people don't necessarily don't put her in that category. Kind of like how we talked about Alicia Gray last year, but Kelsey Mitchell, like you said, Olivia's the show for the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell, she's the one you can count on, like consistently count on. As we saw her literally carry a team almost to her death to the WNBA finals, or just about a game away from the WNBA finals last year. So I say number 3. I'm going with Kelsey Mitchell.
Okay. That's solid. So people really need to, yes, Caitlin Clark is the draw. Not going to take that away from her. But we need to go ahead and recognize that Kelsey Mitchell is the best player on that roster. How about this? How about Paige Beckers as a top 3 MVP candidate? What do you think?
What do I think? Who?
Paige Beckers.
Yeah, safe choice. Paige Becker, safe choice. Safe choice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Rookie of the Year candidates. Other Rookie of the Year candidates not named Olivia Miles.
Sydney Taylor for sure.
Okay.
Sydney Taylor, Chicago Sky. Yeah. She's my number 2. There's not really a question behind it. Yeah, Sydney Taylor, and this is an undrafted rookie we're speaking of.
Yeah. Sydney Taylor just sat down to film her Netflix documentary called Surviving the Dysfunction.
Poor thing.
Flaw J. She's getting better. She's getting better as the season is progressing.
Yeah.
But Lord have mercy, yes. Seattle is bad. That's a bad basketball team.
Yeah.
So,
all the rookies are doing an awesome job. All of them are doing an awesome job, playing a great role for their team. Gabriella Jaquez, Raven Johnson. Phoenix has a couple of rookies that are older rookies, overseas rookies who are really good as well. So, I mean, this rookie class is definitely the best I've ever seen. In terms of how they've come in and made their mark immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to, let me apologize to Seattle really quickly. While Seattle's record is not very good, I think that speaks more to the strength, because Seattle is currently dead last. But I think that speaks more to the strength of the league than it does to the weakness of Seattle, right? Young team, very, very young team. They're 2-11 on the road, right? So at home, they're 4-8 at home. Not a great team. So 4-8, okay, I see it. But 2-11 on the road, and then 1-12 versus teams in the West, right? So your top 3 teams are in the West. Well, is Dallas in the West as well? So your top 4 teams are all in the West. So the West is tough. So before we move to the next segment, can Seattle have a Washington-like rebirth? Can they draft well, and then in the next 2 years we see them being competitive again, like really competitive?
I think they've done a good job so far. I thought the team, I really do.
Okay. All right. Let's go All-WNBA. First team All-WNBA. Who are your locks? Is A'ja Wilson a lock for first team All-WNBA?
Yeah.
Olivia Miles, is she a lock?
Yeah, she's a lock. Olivia Miles is a lock. Kelsey Mitchell's a lock.
Kelsey Mitchell?
Yes.
Is Kelsey Mitchell a lock?
Yes, she's a lock.
Okay. What about Paige? Is Paige a lock?
She is a lock.
So who's the fifth? So if Asia's a lock,
100%.
if Olivia Miles is a lock, if Kelsey Mitchell's a lock, and Paige is a lock, who gets that fifth spot?
Looking at a team like Golden State, who's done a really good job. The league has voted Gabby Williams as an all-star starter. They've done a really good job. She's been really important to that team. Gabby Williams could be a lock. Breanna Stewart could be a lock.
I think this will be a good poll.
Kaylin King's kind of similar. So I probably go Gabby Williams, Breanna Stewart, possibly Aaliyah Boston, just because I just think she dominates. But I think those are candidates for sure.
Okay.
I think we're looking at anybody from the Aces dynasty. I don't think we're looking at Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, one of those players.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? Kennedy Carter being released.
What? How did I forget that for tea time?
Yeah. Yep.
I suck.
Yeah, I
suck. For those of you who don't know, Kennedy Lightning Bolt Carter was released from the Las Vegas Aces roster. No one knows why. Becky Hammond has refused to comment on it. She says we will not comment on players who are no longer with the team, and she left it at that. Fans are speculating that there are some inner personal issues that Kennedy Carter spot on a team's roster, because obviously her talent isn't the problem. So fans are speculating, but shout out to Kennedy. I hope she figures it out, because she deserves, her skill deserves to be showcased in this league for sure.
I just don't know if there are any more spots for her in the league. Because we talked about if she couldn't stick in Vegas, then we don't know.
Yeah, as the league expands. Yeah, if the league expands, maybe. If the league as the league expands, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Is Cheryl Reeve the coach of the year again? Right? Because we talked early on, it was like, listen, if the Golden State Lady Vikings do what they did last year, then we got to look at Natalie Nakase as potential coach of the year. But Cheryl Reeve, with Nafisa Collier not playing a single minute, right? We talked about the MVP, Olivia Miles. Is Cheryl Reeve the coach of the year?
Yeah, it's definitely a toss-up between the two of those coaches. Interested to see how they finish the year and how they compete against each other. But it's definitely a toss-up between those two teams. Definitely. I won't pick one right now. I can't pick one right now. I think we may even be looking at a co-coach of the year situation.
Yeah, we don't like co-coaches of the year. If they do co-coach of the year, then they should make them like arm wrestle or rock, paper, scissors or something. A shootout, 3-point shootout.
Yeah.
Like, don't co-coach. They don't care. I know that coaches don't care. All right, Tay, you ready for yay or nay? We need a sound effect right there. I gotta work on some sound effects. Let's see what I got over here.
Check mark. Yeah.
How about that? No, you're frozen. Maybe it should be this.
I'm off. That's pretty work on that.
No, not decide. Okay. All right, I got some good stuff for yay or nay.
No.
You ready? Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Yay or nay? Olivia Miles is already a more complete player than Candace Parker was in her rookie year. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay.
No comment, just yay.
Okay. Golden State's 7-game winning streak means they are a legitimate title contender. Yay or nay? I have no idea if you answered.
Yay.
Okay, got it. Okay. When Nakase Collier returns to Minnesota.
Yay. I said yay.
Got it. We're just lagging and dragging over here. Lagging and dragging. Okay. When Nakase Collier returns to Minnesota, the Lynx will be so dominant that it's going to be bad for the league. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Oh.
Definitely bad for the league. They're going to.
Are we going to hate Minnesota? Are they going to be so good that we hate them?
I'm sorry to the viewers.
You know, like, so it's lagging while we record.
One more time.
But
why did it get worse? What's going on? Fix your.
It's you.
Repeat your question.
I have no idea what the question was.
Repeat your.
Repeat
are
we going to hate Minnesota? Are we going to hate Minnesota?
No, I've never been a Minnesota hater. I've always supported them because I'm more dynasty, and I just think they're a good organization. I've never had hate for Minnesota in my heart.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely do. It's hard to hate them, you know, like they're, you know,
yeah.
they play the game the right way. You know, they play the game the right way. They're so well coached. It's hard to hate them. But the league is good. The league is so good. So even though I don't think they're going to be that dominant, I think there's going to be an adjustment period. You know, because now we got to figure out, because right now it's Natasha Howard. We talked about this last episode. It's Natasha Howard and number 5 in that 2-man game, and it's almost unstoppable. So my question is, like, it's a good problem to have, but what are we going to do with Nakase Collier? Right? Do we want her standing out on the perimeter? Right? Or are we now going to run some horns action with Natasha Howard and Nakase Collier? That's a thought. All right, Tay. You know what I don't have for this episode? I don't have any parlays. I don't have any Tay's parlays. I have one. Let me ask this. if you had to bet on an MVP winner, right? Would you place your bet on Asia, Paige, or Olivia? If you had to make a bet.
I would place my money on Asia. I just think that's everybody's safe choice. I also think that I just think that's everybody's safe choice. That's you just kind of have to pick her, you know. So I would place my money on her winning for sure.
Okay. This is the last segment right here. Have you paid attention to the gravity thing that the WNBA has been doing?
I haven't.
Okay, so it's pretty neat. And what it is they show how offensive players pull defensive players towards them, and it gives them like a rating, right? So it's a pretty neat little deal. So Minnesota and Olivia Miles have run the most pick and rolls in the league. Okay. Miles and Howard are the engine. Nakase Collier hasn't played a single minute. So that is not what is pulling. This is stupid. This is not what I asked it to give me. Anyway, check out gravity when you get a chance, right? This is the computer. I gave the computer exactly what I wanted. I told it what I wanted it to give me, and it did not give it to me. So now I'm very upset at the computer. Okay. But this is an interesting stat. Olivia Miles in Minnesota running the most pick and rolls in the league, and they get they're over 1 point. This is before your time, right? But back in the day, Karl Malone and John Stockton, Utah Jazz pick and roll, you knew exactly what they were running, and you wasn't going to stop it. Looking at this, they're getting over a point per possession on pick and rolls. That is crazy. And Nakase Collier hasn't played 1 minute. Jeez. That's crazy. That's crazy. But because I'm pissed off about this gravity thing, I got to look it up because I want to talk about it.
Yeah, I definitely think those two are special.
They're incredibly special. Okay, so here's the gravity thing. So this is a machine learning driven advanced metric, AI metric, right? It's powered by AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. It quantifies how much defensive attention an offensive player draws compared to what standard floor spacing and ball location predict. Okay, so it uses 3D pose detection to track body positions of all 5 defenders on the floor 25 times per second. It compares the actual defensive pressure a player receives to the expected defensive pressure for that specific location. A positive number means defenders are cheating towards that player and adjusting their assignments. Okay? So the stat is broken down into on-ball and off-ball gravity to capture a player's impact before they even touch the ball. Okay? So the top 5 gravity leaders are, who do you think is number 1? Who do you think everybody is just scooching to? You want a hint? I saw this.
Olivia Miles?
No, she's not even in the top 5, which is why I was mad at the computer for giving me that. It gave me a great stat, but it's not what I wanted. Man, number 1 in the league is a first-time All-Star. That's your hint. Who is it?
Dominique Malonga?
No, It's Marina Mabry. Which is very interesting.
Okay. I would have never guessed. Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
Well, it could be a couple of things, right? She's the only offensive threat they have now. So
yeah,
like it could be like, hey, we need to not let her get off, but the rest of y'all can't score, so we're not worried about y'all. Number 2, you're going to be very pleased with number 2. Number 2 is the second-time All-Star. You got to guess.
You said this doesn't help me. Those don't give great hints. Second-time All-Star.
Plays on a very young team. Six, 7.
Angel Reese.
Sonia Citron.
Yeah, I wasn't getting that.
It's bad. It's bad.
Mind you, it makes sense. It makes sense as you're saying the names, but I would have never guessed that.
Number 3 on the list, 3, 4, and 5 on this list. Rhyne Howard, Kayla McBride, and Kelsey Plum. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to break down some Rhyne Howard film.
What? Yeah, let's do that.
I think we need to. I think we owe that to her because incredibly talented player.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, we were critical of her shot selection. I know I personally at times have been critical of her decision making. We were a little critical of her shot selection earlier, but with the 3rd highest gravity in the league on that roster, I think there's a story that needs to be told there. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. We're gonna take the pod to the next level.
Yeah, I think that's good. I would love to do that.
Yeah, and I have the infrastructure on my end for us to do that. All right, everybody. That is a wrap. Coaches Co-op, WNBA Tay. We're 11 days out from All-Star Weekend in Chicago. The league is not slowing down. Tay, any last words before we close?
Free Skylar.
Oh, why are you serious? Free Skylar. Free Skylar. Free Skylar. All right. Y'all know what it is. Follow us on IG at Cody, COTY _consulting on Instagram and Facebook. Find the show, the Coaches Co-op, on YouTube. We'll be back after the All-Star break with everything that happens in Chicago. Listen, coaches do what most people can't, and I tell y'all this at the end of every episode. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. For WNBA Tay, I'm Coach P. I'm going on vacation, y'all. I'm going on vacation. So we'll see y'all after the All-Star break.